have my 4 people. I have Shane.
Hello.
Marlene.
Hello.
Mary.
Hello.
And Jenny.
Hi.
They're on Skype right now. Many people dream of buying their own home. This is a dream that is feasible for many people if you know everything you need to know in the process. Do you know everything there is to know in the process? Some do not. There are many variables and steps that go into buying your first home before you pack your belongings and start on your new adventure. Here are some simple steps and tips to assure your experience is a positive and pleasant one. First, you want to ask yourself, do I buy a new home or do I build a new home? If you build a new home, there are lots of extra costs you may not expect, such as landscaping, window treatments, extra furniture. You may even pay more in taxes. There are a lot of things you don't think about, like the light bulbs. You may spend $500 for one chandelier for your light bulbs. There's just a lot of extra things that you may not think of when you buy a brand new home. If you buy an already built home, a lot of homes may already have appliances installed, which means you don't have to spend extra money to buy those appliances. Also window treatments. They might already have window treatments as well as all of the light bulbs already installed. Once you determine if you want to buy a new home or build a new home, you'll want to get pre-qualified. Make sure you prepare your budget and know how much money you have to negotiate with. Make sure to go to different banks to compare rates and loans to make sure you get the best loan possible for your future. If you qualify for more than what you comfortably can afford, you can always scale back on the loan amount to make sure it's more comfortable for you and more affordable. You may even get a tax credit, which can qualify for up to $8,000 towards the purchase of your new home, which can help substantially financially in the future. Next, you'll want to find an agent. 36% of people buy from an agent. A real estate agent is a rep who helps assist in the home buying process, as well as helps with negotiations and pricing when you find a house you want and you're negotiating with the seller. On a 2013 webpage titled Why Use a Realtor on Realtor.com, an agency agreement provides an agreement between the agent and the buyer that the agent will provide loyalty, confidentiality, full disclosure, and responsible care throughout the negotiation process. Make sure you choose an agent that is familiar with the area as well as the local market, for they can help you determine if a house is a good buy, as in too expensive for what they're offering, or a really good deal, which means you're getting a lot more than what they're wanting you to pay for. A lot of people find agents through word of mouth, through a friend, or even online. Next, you'll want to look at homes. Make sure you tell your agent the price range and area you want to stick within so they know what types of homes to present to you. Also let them know the features you're looking for, such as I want a 2 to 3 bedroom, I want a ranch, I want a 2-story, I want something that is on the corner or maybe in a circle. I want something that's close to schools or highways or shopping. Keep an open mind when searching for a home, as the real estate agent may find a house that is a fixer-upper. You may get a lot of house for your money, but may have to put some time into fixing it up to where you want it to be. This can help you put your own personal touches on the home so it's exactly what you want. Make sure to use a checklist to track all the homes and the features of the home, such as the positives and also maybe some features you weren't too excited about. That way, when you actually go back to the drawing board to figure out what you have seen, you don't have to call the real estate agent and ask them questions or try and find the brochure from that home to figure out more of the details. Typically, it can take about 8 weeks to find the home for you. People have looked at as many as 9 homes to find one that they're actually interested in. Once you find that home you're interested in, you may want to make an offer. On a 2013 webpage titled How to Make an Offer on a Home on Trulia.com, they advise to know the local market, the seller by researching prices and comps in the area, to the house you would like to buy to make sure that it is a good deal and it's the right price. Once you make your offer, be prepared for the seller to reject that initial offer because they're going to want to get the most money possible out of you. These offers and negotiations can go back and forth until the seller accepts the offer or if the offer is rescinded by the buyer. Once you find a home you're interested in, you'll want to do a home inspection. According to the textbook titled Real Estate Principles and Practices, published in 2009, you'll want to make sure a seller signs a disclosure form for any defects. This will say if the house has siding that needs to be replaced, windows that need to be replaced, a leaky roof, cracked cement in the driveway, any sorts of items that you're going to want to know about beforehand. On a 2013 webpage by Accurate Inspectors, they advise to be careful of agents who have had success with previous inspectors in the past because these inspectors may not be as qualified or as educated and they may look past some of those major defects that the agent noticed were major defects but still sold the house to the buyer, and now they have all these issues they have to take care of. Basically, these inspections reveal hidden and visible damage to any houses that the seller is selling for the buyer. So they know what they're getting into. They don't buy a house and they find all these surprises and they're just in basically a money pit. Next, you're going to want to close escrow. Closing escrow involves a third party who helps with the property changes as well as sets up accounts for the buyer and the seller to input funds, or for the buyer to input funds so those funds can be transferred to the seller. They also help with recording any sorts of updates to the titles so everything is in line and there's no surprises when they try and, do their taxes or anything like that. On a 2013 article titled Tips on How to Get a Smooth Closing and Successful Escrow on PartnersTrust.com, they advise to make sure you choose a knowledgeable and diligent escrow officer for a smooth closing. Make sure you review your facts over and over again to make sure you don't miss any rates and fees in that title. Make sure that everything's in order. Once all of those steps are completed, you're going to want to move into your new home. As excited as you are to move in, there are still a lot of things that need to be done, like packing your belongings. Make sure any updates are done before you move in, such as painting a bedroom, redoing tile, or changing light fixtures. That way you're not doing anything last minute when you move in and everything is ready to go. Depending on your financials and the time you have, you may want to hire a moving company. A moving company is a group of men who help you move your belongings from your old home to your new home. You pack your boxes, you mark where you want the materials or the items to go, what room in your new house. They take the box, they move it to your new home, put it in that specified room, and all you have to do is unpack it. It's as easy as that. This can help make the move less hectic as opposed to doing it yourself. The home buying experience can be very easy, but it can also be a very, very stressful one. It can be difficult if you're not familiar with the steps or the process involved, so be prepared that you are making the right decisions. Choosing the right agent, doing the right research, and knowing the next steps will provide for a seamless transition to your new home. The the less stress, the more enjoyable your new home will be.